Sorry. It's just a little test. Little test.
You're everything that's wrong with the podcasting industry. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Alter Ego Podcast. I'm your host, Jack Austin. With me, as always, is the Cyborg.
I don't think my levels are high enough.
Turn them up.
Hello? Hello? Can you hear me all the time?
Hello.
Mark is ASMR podcasting today.
Hello? And you are loved.
Hello. This is podcasting. Hey, Megan.
What up?
How are you?
Oh, just a Ruby.
You want me to rub my beard against the microphone and see what happens? Maybe
You should.
People like it.
There you go.
I don't hear
It's not
it.
scratchy. I trimmed it, so
Since
it's
it's
not
got
scratchy enough.
since it's not the high sensitivity and it's got like the canceling stuff, it's not going to help you.
Does your beard whistle?
Sometimes.
Wow.
Anyways, hello, everybody.
This is what happens when Ryan's not here.
What is wrong? He's just going to be listening to this one later and going, white people, man. Golly.
What the hell is asthma?
Asthma? Oh, yeah. Never mind. Jeez. Ford Supply Company
Speaking of asthma,
didn't even have a good, yeah.
clean your asthma.
Wash yourself quietly with some wash your asthma.
Oh, man.
Oh, boy. I want to try the coffee scent. We got to get to our
Coffee or
dynamo, our representative. Because, be honest with you, the samplers are not flowing around here.
Well, let me ask you this: do you guys still have your pumpkin leftover?
No, it's been gone
No,
forever.
I saved one.
Well,
Because
We
by
have
the
one
time-
full bar?
Yes, because by the time we were done with it and the winter ones came out, I only got like through half of one winter one because I still had so much pumpkin stuff left.
oh, you leapfrogged.
So I
it.
saved one, and I was like, I'm just going to start this up next year. So I'm like holding out until
you're
the
ahead
first
of the
day
game.
of fall.
All right,
Wow.
But I'm still going to get more because I need it.
because those are on their way
Oh,
back. So
boy.
Yeah, need those. Carver, everybody. That one, the pumpkin
Yes.
one.
pumpkin up your life.
Ford Supply Company, makers of...
Soap,
I was going to try to do it off the top of my head.
makers of all natural.
Yes,
She's gonna go
makers
there, yeah.
of all natural and organic soaps for men with scents like tropical teakwood, citrus IPA, cypress pine, transient road scum.
I knew she was
pumpkin
going to read the old ones, too.
We never
Blood
talk
spurt.
about butt nickel.
No, we
anymore.
don't.
Butt nickel.
And if you bring Mark Hoffmeyer on from Movies, Films, and Flicks,
That
his
soap
running
is
joke is
still
that there's a congealed ball of random soaps that are falling through the
Yep.
center of the earth.
Visit the website at FordSupply.com to order online and use promo code AlterEgo to get 10% off your order. Ford Supply. Ford soap. Fuck. Real soap, no bullshit.
Wow. You
fucked
really handled that one.
Ford soap fuck.
Ford Soapfuck. Wow.
Sorry,
and we
guys.
wonder why
It's
we
so
don't get
fucking
any.
awesome.
We wonder why we don't get any free samples around here.
Yeah,
Get through one ad. Get through one ad, and we'll send you some more soap.
Fresh out.
They're gonna send us just a corner of a piece.
yeah.
Here, eat
Bite
that.
size.
Bite size.
Yum.
Yeah. Speaking of bite size,
Yes.
Tony and Nello's is
Nothing
not
bite
that.
size about that.
Nothing
place.
bite size about Tony and Nello's. You know, the Southern Italian cuisine and grill, the one that's family owned and operated. Oh God, I'm getting a phone call. Anyway, that was strange.
It was Nello.
Where was I?
calling you to tell you that there's a
On the
pizza
outskirts
pickup.
of St. Petersburg at 1136 Pinellas Bayway, South Cherry Verde, Florida. It's a must-try for a homemade Italian lunch or dinner. Just remember to bring your appetite because the portions are very generous. Call for a reservation today at 727-867-3577 and check out TonyandNellos.com.
The pizza alarms are going off as soon as you talk about it.
Sounds like it. Anyway, we're back. We're back.
The pizza alarms have been turned off.
That's right. Killed the smoke alarm. I'm just kidding. We're burning down around us.
Oh my God. Save the roadcaster.
Yes, save the road and all the microphones. Get the children out, but save the microphones. Oh boy, what a rough week, huh?
Yeah, you know.
We lost Norm Macdonald.
Yeah.
He's hysterical. He was hysterical. He's a very funny dude. Apparently he's been dealing with cancer for the last 10 years, and just, he's kind of like me, man. It's nobody's business. He didn't really announce it.
Yeah.
And I just was like, damn, you hate to see it.
Yeah.
Nothing but love to him and his family. Somebody who I love because he was never gun shy about the things he wanted to say.
Oh, yeah. He's definitely one of my favorites. His dry sense of humor is definitely right up my alley.
Yeah.
Definitely known for not pulling any punches.
Right.
He said exactly what he was thinking and didn't care.
Yeah. Yeah, and
there's something very commendable about that.
Yeah, right. It takes a lot of cojones to do that, man.
A lot of people have come out and said that, like people that knew him said that's what you can expect from him, is that he will literally tell you how it is. He doesn't care.
I've read some really lovely stories over the week, so that's been really nice to kind of enjoy and just picture him in that situation.
It's fun to listen to the lore behind him, right? Like all the stuff that he's done. And just, you just hear his voice in your head when you're doing it. Anyway, love you, Norm. Big fan of the show.
Man, him playing Burt Reynolds on Jeopardy.
Yeah.
Is one of my favorite SNL sketches of all time.
Yeah, I really liked not Minute Work. Dirty Deeds was a good one that he was into.
Yeah.
It's one of my one of the good things that I've seen this week about him was like a meme or whatever, and it was him and Chris Farley from some sort of skit sitting in a bar drinking a beer, and the meme just said, "This is heaven today," and they're just sitting there drinking a beer together, and I'm like, that's probably legit.
That's a hell of a party right there.
Yeah.
Chris Farley, good Lord. Both of those guys, that would be very interesting. Although I don't see them getting along very well, but whatever.
You never know.
You never know. You know what you do know? DC's first in the news again.
Oh, boy.
They're back at number 1.
Oh.
Is it because it's good news or bad news, or do you just plug it there because you feel like it?
It's the least amount of news. Although I have a feeling next week is going to be DC heavy. Isn't DC Fandom next week? No, that's October 16th.
October 16th.
Yeah, we got a ways to go for that. But I'm excited. I want to see all the new trailers that they're definitely going to drop there.
Yeah.
I wonder if we see Aquaman too, because it looks like a lot of the stuff has been going on, but probably final production's probably not there yet.
I mean, they're releasing set photos and stuff, so you never know.
Yeah.
Could be something real.
They could have had
early.
some good dailies going, or maybe even just like a little teaser. I bet we see Black Adam, though. I bet we see Black Adam. We see Flash.
Mm-hmm.
I bet we see more of the Batman.
Yeah.
Because that's supposed to come out early next year.
We'll probably get our big theatrical style trailer for that one.
Even though the first teaser was amazing.
Oh, yeah.
With that little Nirvana track in the background.
Being a teaser. You know what we will see? We have to see a Peacemaker trailer.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. We're going to see Peacemaker, and we're going to see... God, there's another one I was thinking of. Shoot. I had it right on the tip of my tongue.
Is it something that was announced this week? Because you posted
Oh,
that.
Shazam. Fury of the Gods.
Yes,
Why wouldn't we see Shazam? Like, they're done filming. It's all...
That'll be a big
imagine.
old trailer release.
Yeah.
I think they're trying to just hold on to stuff. That's why it's been a little quiet on the actual official release side. They want to make it a bigger deal than it is.
They do tend to do like news vomit every year. You know what I mean? They release things slowly, and then all of a sudden it's here's everything we have.
Here's 12 things. Here's an animation with The Rock doing a voiceover because we don't have a trailer yet.
Yes, yes, that one was. We're going to talk about Black Adam. Who's excited? And there's just somebody in the crowd, just one guy going, woo! And everyone else is like, we know there's nothing here.
It's a motion
but
comic.
this is one of those things that I don't really know how I feel about it, but there's already a Penguin spinoff planned for HBO Max around Colin Farrell's Patton Oswalt. And it is about...
Patton Oswalt. Oswald Copplepot.
Oswald Copplepot. What did I say? Patton Oswalt? Because I always think of Patton Oswalt.
You pictured it, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
I mean...
as Oswald Copplepot.
For a movie that's not even out yet, to have 2 full spinoffs, that's interesting.
Yeah.
We'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
So what's the first spinoff for that one again?
Gotham PD.
Yeah, that's right. Gotham PD. Yeah.
Ooh, we might see something for that.
Yeah, I want to see that.
Make it a real
Jeffrey
police
Wright.
show and I'm in.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
It's just Batman cops.
Yeah, just Batman, SVU.
No, it's CSI with cops.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God! And all they have to do is they're the people who who chase the criminals. There's Batman, and then there's the people who try them in the court of law. These are their stories. Dum 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 dum.
Wow.
No, it's like from the 60s Batman.
Yes. Yes. Wow.
Then you cut to Batman.
Guilty.
Yeah. Oh God. Yeah, that's all I've really got for DC, to be completely honest with you. More stuff to come, I'm sure. And then we've got video games coming up.
Yeah.
Coming up right now. PlayStation announced all the video games.
Did they ever?
They announced so many that even made me think, man, do I need a PS5? Not the full one.
You do.
Just the digital one.
Yeah, I do.
I think I do, after seeing some of these releases that came out. Speaking of the Dark Knight, what's up, big dog? Welcome.
A lot of nothing.
Hey, he's finally got here.
Ice cold
good.
Red Bull
The
in
full
hand.
crew is here.
Just in time for video games.
Wow. Yeah, just in time for video games. I was sitting there like, how long can I stall? Because my gamer's not here yet.
You missed all the DC news.
You missed all one line of DC news.
I'm heartbroken.
Yeah, we're getting into video games. The new God of War, Ragnarok, is coming out. They've announced that. They said this is the last of the Norse mythology timeline that they're going to be doing with God of War. And they said the first one took 5 years to make, and this one was going to take 5 years to make. And then once they release it, I'm sure there'll be another huge spectacle in another 5 years, but they won't be doing Ragnarok.
Wait, is this... It's taking 5 years to make and they started 3 years ago? Or it's day one, we'll see you in 5 years?
No. They've got a lot of photography, a lot of principal art done. They got a lot of stuff going for God of War Ragnarok so far.
Did they announce a potential date?
I don't know if they did.
I don't remember seeing it.
I want to say no, they haven't. But
that's ballsy to be like, we're making a game. It's going to take 5 years. We'll see you in 5 years.
Right.
I mean, some people do it just to even get another one. Because at one point, I know the guy who originally did that one said when he was asked that he wasn't actually doing the next
that he was done. He wasn't going to be
he
Kratos again.
And not even that guy being Kratos, the guy who actually
the director
the head of God of War. I forget his name.
Well, they're probably going to keep going, knowing this game franchise and how wildly popular the most recent one was. Exactly right.
Yeah. Oh, I mean the guy who was in charge of the last one that people loved. He was like he wasn't doing the next one. He wasn't supposed to.
Yeah. So. And so that guy is out. The guy who was doing the original God of Wars, but again, like you said, it's printing money. Mm-hmm. I mean, you go on YouTube and you type in God of War, and there's so many people just geeking out over it and how big it is and how good of a game it is. So,
yeah, I just stop and watch the clips on Facebook whenever I see them.
Yeah,
every now and again.
Yeah, and they've showed off Thor in this one. Thor wasn't in the first one; he's in this one, played by Ryan Hurst from.
Sound familiar.
Oh my God, Sons of Anarchy.
Oh,
he's also from. Remember the Titans.
Superman. Mm-hmm. Gary Bertier.
Yep.
Yeah.
He plays Odie or Otis.
Opie. He plays Odie in Garfield.
I was like, as soon as I said, I was like, nope. And I said it again. I was like, nope, that's not it either.
It says you can't call a game God of War Ragnarok and not have Ragnarok happen in the game. We're going to cap off the series with that happening.
I was really waiting for somebody to hop on the actual Norse Thor lore because Disney doesn't own it. Marvel doesn't own it. Anybody can use a majority of these stories, and they're very close.
Yeah, well, it's kind of a religious thing.
Yeah,
so
they don't.
You can't own that.
It's like the whole Cinderella thing. Now anybody can make a Cinderella movie.
Anybody can have Thor. Ruh-roh.
How many weird Thor movies are coming out?
Right. DC's like, we're making a Thor as well. We don't even care.
Thor versus Shazam.
Yeah, Thor versus Shazam Thor.
He lost in 2
seconds.
And
then, Dark Knight Comics is like, or not Dark Knight, what am I
Dark
thinking?
Horse?
Dark Horse. They're like, we've got a Thor. Our Thor's good. He's taller.
Oh, and it was Corey Balrog who
Gotcha.
was the director. And apparently, from what I just read, it's supposed to hit 2022.
Oh, there you go.
Ooh.
I mean, that's really far into production. Then if it's going to be announced next year for that big of a game, all the mocap's got to be done. All of the voices and production and stuff have to be finished. This is final tweak phase if you're out next year. This is the playtest phase where somebody's going through and checking all the things. And a game this big, there's got to be so much stuff to check.
Yeah.
If it comes out next year.
Not just that. I mean, it's like not like they're just going to have one person go through and check it one time. They're having hundreds of people play it under hundreds of different stress levels and all that other stuff. So I'm interested. I think it's going to be a good game. But this is another reason why I was thinking about picking up a PS5, because not only did God of War come out and the original one's out,
Bro, I've been thinking the same thing.
Spider-Man 2 got announced as well.
Yeah.
And this one they're saying is going to be a co-op game. As in so they had Spider-Man, which was one of the best, touted as one of the best Marvel games ever. Haven't played it, but it's a free-range Spider-Man game on a next-gen console. I bet you it's just wide open, super cool, fun to play. Then the next one was Miles Morales. And so now this is Spider-Man 2, where you can co-op as a couple different characters.
Yeah. I mean, Spider-Man 1 was good. I don't play a lot of video games, but that was a day of release, cash in hand. I need this game.
Damn.
And it was really good.
And you have PS5, PS4?
4.
Nice.
It didn't come out on 5. I think it's just now coming out on 5.
A lot of things aren't going forward to PS or not getting the backwards compatibility treatment. You know what I mean? Like if you have a PS5, they're not going to sell you the PS or the PS. If you have Spider-Man on PS4 and you get the PS5, they're not going to give you the free upgrade for graphics.
Yeah.
Go buy that thing again.
I think Avengers was the only one who did that.
I thought it was a great idea. It was,
Some games on Xbox do it.
yeah.
But they also on Xbox, they also do a thing where at least if you buy the most expensive version, you also get the regular version with it.
Right.
Which is how I got Madden from now.
Can we talk about who is in this trailer?
The third person that you can play as, if you don't want to play as Peter Parker or Miles Morales, you can play as Eddie Brock and the Venom symbiote.
That's pretty dope.
And have a free reign over New York as Venom.
Wow.
All right, I'm going to go buy a PlayStation 5.
That's what sounds
Who
like.
wants to sell me one?
Well, so that's the thing, too, is that they're in there talking about, you can play as any of these characters. And if you want to go as Venom, God, what the point I was trying to make? My mic broke. Give me just a second. Yes. So, sorry. Anyway, geez.
So many breaks today.
Technology. I got to yell at the producers after this.
Who's that?
We're all fired.
But
Denny
free
and
roams. We're going through the city as Spider-Man and Venom or Miles Morales and Venom. I think that's going to be pretty incredible. And the villain that people are speculating for this game is Kraven the Hunter.
Oh, it's got based on that voiceover?
Yeah.
Has to be.
Looking for a challenge, finally wants to capture,
Come on.
I don't know. But the way I was looking at it, I was like, yeah, that sounds like Kraven.
Yeah.
It'd be interesting that he's going to be the top guy. I've never really pegged him as a top tier villain.
I mean, he's a Spider-Man killer, so
yeah. Spider-Man hunter.
I don't know who's the first
Sometimes
guy,
kill.
but Doc Ock would be cool.
Yeah, Doc Ock's in the original game.
Mm-hmm.
Now, is this the co-op? Is it multiplayer?
Yeah,
And it's gonna be like online. Like, can I be playing Miles Morales and then another guy who's playing Venom running through the city, and I gotta fight him?
no.
that'd be dope.
team up.
You
That would
team
be
up.
Super dope.
Team up
I mean,
together.
write a letter.
Right. Right. Make sure it's sternly worded.
Yeah.
But yeah,
what I would
that's-
like is
Dear Insomnia.
There's another one that I saw though after they talked about Spider-Man. That I was like, oh shittles. This has been done before, but they're doing another Wolverine game exclusive to PS5, and it's said to be fully immersive experience, full-sized game with a mature tone. So you are not going to be stabbing people and not seeing blood. I think Wolverine is going to be chopping limbs off and going full Wolverine.
yes.
In a really
you.
large play space, I would hope that it's going to be a big game.
It's the same map as Spider-Man. He's just on the ground.
Right. And you're not going to be like Wolverine just running around one small town in Canada.
Nope.
I
So
hope.
was it just me, because I saw the trailer for this game, believe it or not? Was it just me that, I know, shocker, that got Deadpool bar vibes?
Yeah.
I honestly thought that because of the Wolverine Deadpool, like,
Dynamic.
yeah, I honestly thought he was going to be in that trailer, because when it first shows the bar that he's in and the guys getting up off the ground, it looks like the guys that Deadpool beat the shit out of in the movie in that
Yeah.
bar. And it looked like that bar.
Generic bad guys.
But
Yeah,
a lot of that is lifted from Wolverine.
yeah.
Okay, well.
From Dead. I mean, I have a feeling they're going to try and build this universe and maybe hold off on Deadpool and give him his own game at some point.
Deadpool had a game. Did you play Deadpool?
I did play the Deadpool game.
Wasn't that great? I don't think.
That game was so damn funny.
It was really funny.
And
though.
it was so cool. Like, I just remember in the beginning where Deadpool's like, he's getting up out of his chair and you get an achievement. He's like, what, already? I didn't even do anything. And then you get another one. He's like, another one? Seriously?
It was an interactive comedy skit.
Yeah.
Is what it was.
Yeah.
It was really good.
But I'm all for a Wolverine game. I fucking love Wolverine. So
And who wouldn't love a...
ultra violent Wolverine game on top?
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
I mean, look at what I was playing out there, Shadow of War. I mean, you can't do that with Wolverine.
Sure
I
can.
mean, maybe not the same combat style, but it would be cool.
He uses less bows and arrows. But
Yeah, it does. You can get stronger body hair as Wolverine because you're covered in it.
Oh.
And an old Star Wars game. This is one I've never played.
Me neither, and I've heard very good things about it.
Knights of the Old Republic. I am told by all of my Star Wars fanatics that I know that this is by far, bar none, the best Star Wars game that's ever come out.
Was this a GameCube game originally? I think it was.
I thought this was a PC
64.
game.
Oh, could be any of those things.
Yeah. All I know is they're freaking out over it.
Mm-hmm.
And this is not going to be like just a new graphics like they did with Diablo 2 Resurrected. This is a fully redone game. Which,
Hey, you know what? They've had so many flops lately on Star Wars games. Might as well find one that wins and just roll with it.
exactly right. And
That snuck up on
PlayStation
me.
is crushing it with that list right there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, first of all, they've already got Last of Us, and then they got God of War. And now to get the Spider-Man exclusive universe, which they have, because Spider-Man's getting ready to come out for Marvel's Avengers. He's only on PlayStation.
I can't believe they are sticking with this. Like,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
I commend them.
Sony, you could probably get a few extra shekels if you let Spider-Man come play somewhere else.
They're like, no.
No, we're not doing that. No.
$600 piece of hardware.
Yeah, come on. Come buy the game system if you can find one, huh? Whoa.
$80 remote.
Yeah. So that's what I've got for video games. I think video games have some really exciting stuff coming up. I'm ready. I'm ready to hear about Gears of War 6, guys. I'm just going to put that out there. Gears of War 6. We're moving on.
Still waiting on Breath of the Wild 2 news. I'm almost done with one.
You might get that. You're almost done with one?
I am.
Wow. You've been playing quite a bit, huh?
Yes, I have.
Love it.
Been playing about an hour a day, which is very uncommon for me, but I am sucked in. Like,
Nice.
I am deep in that world.
Very good. Very good. Very good.
Thank you.
Let me know how it is when you beat it.
I will.
Oh, Knights of the Old Republic is actually
If I
released
beat
on Xbox.
Xbox.
The original Xbox?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Not Xbox One. That is not the original.
Huh. And now it's going to be a PlayStation exclusive, huh?
Suck it!
Or was PlayStation just the first group to announce that they're doing that game?
No, it's coming to Xbox.
Is it really?
Yeah, from what I just read, it's coming to Xbox too. It's not exclusive.
This was a PS showcase. So maybe they were just the first ones to
They're
bring
not going
it
to put
up.
the little logo
They
on the
might have
bottom.
Paid for the
right to be the
rights
first to
be the
announce
first
it.
People, yeah.
Nice.
I
Huh.
was gonna say because
Got
that's
'em.
I forget who has the rights to make the games for Star Wars, but
EA.
Yeah, I don't know if this is an EA game.
Let's
EA
hope
is, I
not.
think, losing that right.
Yeah, this might be the
I
first
think
foray
they've-
out of that.
Yeah, I think they've taken away the rights for EA because they have just ruined Star Wars and gaming for a while now.
How many times have they said, hey, get your shit together?
Yeah.
Or we're
And
going
they
to go
didn't.
somewhere else.
Yep. And then they had the big pay-to-win fiasco, and that was all centered around Star Wars.
Timed exclusive. That's what it is. It's timed exclusive.
There you go. So they get the first month of it or whatever, and then it's
Probably
finally
like a year or so.
okay. Enjoy that. On to movies and TV. It's kind of all movie stuff. Bob's Burgers is getting a movie in 2022.
This makes me happy. As somebody who hasn't watched Bob's Burgers in years, I'm like 6 seasons behind.
Yeah.
I love those first 3 or 4 seasons,
But
man.
2022, man, here they come.
Shoot.
I think it's going to be interesting. It'll be a funny little movie.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
Yeah.
I've never seen an entire episode, I don't think, of Bob's Burgers. The only thing I know is the chicken, the blue thing that...
I'm assuming it's not live action.
Oh,
Like,
yes,
okay.
yes, Tina.
Tina, I
You
guess
can't.
that's her name.
Yeah,
That's the
you
only thing I know.
can't. You can't do that. It's got to stay animated.
Yeah, Tina's hysterical.
Yeah.
She's one of the funniest, if not the funniest, on that show.
Yeah. All the kids are really funny in their own way.
Yeah. The kids are really funny. But hey, I think it's going to be a good movie. Haunted Mansion has added 2 people to its cast. I didn't know Haunted Mansion was going to be this big of a deal. But they've got
People love
Owen Wilson and Rosario Dawson signed on to the cast. I forget who's there originally. But, I mean, all I've
Eddie
heard
Murphy.
for this movie is big names. It's not Eddie Murphy.
Wasn't he in the original one?
He was in a movie called Haunted Mansion. Was that?
Yeah, I think that was it.
I think that was like the Disney one.
Oh, in 2003.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was gonna say, what are you talking about? I was
2003.
like, no, I remember that movie. Yep.
I look up cast and it's the same one. Oh boy.
Man, these people are just like Rosario Dawson and Owen Wilson. They're just in the system. They get a Marvel movie, they get a Star Wars movie,
Yeah.
and they get a Disney movie.
Yeah. Starring Lakeith Stanfield, Tiffany Haddish, Owen Wilson, and Rosario Dawson. The Haunted Mansion is what it's called. And it's under Disney Wiki already. Not diving down that rabbit hole because I don't care enough. What I do think is going to be cool is there's a Tomb Raider anime, animated series that's going to be coming to Netflix.
Netflix, you say?
Netflix.
The Flea.
And it's starring one of our friends, a big fan of the show,
Who's that?
Haley Atwell,
Oh, yeah.
who does Peggy Carter.
Oh yeah, she's huge
She
fan.
listens all the time.
Haley, we're so proud of you.
Good job.
We had a Zoom call with her earlier when I was delusional and that never happened.
Yeah,
But
say,
yeah,
that pop
good for
figure sitting
her.
right
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
yeah. He was talking to the pop figure. And
You're doing great.
The pop Captain Carter. We're so proud of you. You know that?
I came around the corner and I was like, "What are you doing?"
No, I'm kidding.
None
He's
of that happened.
weeping.
She hits me.
Yes, I do.
Anthony Mackie signed on for a very interesting PlayStation production series.
I did see this news.
He's starring in an old school game that I used to play on PlayStation called Twisted Metal.
I think everybody
They are-
of that generation played that game.
What's his name? Sweet Tooth?
Sweet Tooth.
Everybody knew Sweet
Oh,
Tooth.
yeah.
I was a Spectre guy myself.
Yeah.
So I was talking to somebody about this actually earlier today, and if Sony wanted to make their own cinematic universe outside of Marvel stuff,
Sure.
I mean,
Like the Spider-Verse? Or
well,
the
like
Spider-Man
Twisted
universe?
Metal is like a good
Mm-hmm.
start. What else would you do? Maybe like Crash Bandicoot?
I don't know if you'd get a lot of love on Crash Bandicoot.
I love
God of
Crash
War.
Bandicoot.
I do too, but God of War would
I'd
get a
watch
good
God of
movie.
War.
But at this
Oh,
point,
yeah.
it's already a movie. No movie is
Yeah.
going to do better than the game. I mean, people will watch it because it says God of War, so maybe it'll happen.
Only if it's on an HBO series will I watch it. 'Cause
Right.
That would be high budget enough for me.
But you're not going to be able to get the
Scale.
the
I've never
scale of
played it, but
God
I've
of
seen it, and
War.
I'm like, whoa, okay.
Yeah. And a lot of fantastic movements that would be really hard to make them look natural via CGI
Yeah.
as opposed to the way it looks in the game. I don't know.
Trying to think of what else, but I think
But yeah,
that's pretty much it.
So this is going to be for PlayStation Productions, and the series kind of write-up is it'll follow a motor-mouthed outsider who could earn a better life for himself, but only after delivering a mysterious package through a post-apocalyptic wasteland. So maybe it is going to be like Eddie Murphy. No, I'm just kidding. But Anthony Mackie's good for that. He's endearing. He's a good actor. I'd watch it.
I'm excited about the prospect of it. Then you read that synopsis, and I'm like, that is the most generic.
It
description
really is. It
ever.
really is.
And I'm like,
So check this out. Anthony Mackie, he's down on his luck, but he could change his life. He could change his life. He's a bit of a talker, gets into trouble, but he's got to go through a apocalyptic wasteland with a mysterious package. We don't know what the package is yet, but we'll do that in post. So, but then we get Captain America, Anthony Mackie, going through a post-apocalyptic wasteland. That sucks. Yeah, but it's going to be from Twisted Metal. Oh, God. Johnson, you get the corner office, buddy. You did a great job. Let's get Anthony Mackie signed on to this, and we're going to move forward.
Yeah.
Or how Vin Diesel be the bad guy.
Right.
Fighting him.
And he's mad because Anthony Mackie refuses to be fam.
Yeah. Try to blow him up.
Exactly right.
Stop trying to race me. We're just supposed to be shooting each other.
They already tried to make a Twisted Metal movie, and it did not work.
I remember
out
hearing
so
something
well.
years
They
ago.
probably did. Maybe it's an animated flick.
Well, I'm glad they didn't. If it was like 2006, 2008, like nobody needs to see that.
Yeah.
From that era.
Yeah. And my
Yeesh.
favorite bit of TV and movie news.
We already know.
Apparently,
Oh no.
the Predator movie has wrapped filming. Baby! Skulls is done filming. Into
That's what it's called,
post-production.
Skulls.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
So
I'm
does this
so
go into like
it.
is it like a start of something new, or is it pick up from the previous movies?
It probably
or?
is definitely going to be the start of something new. From what I understand, this is the following the Predator's initial visits to Earth.
But it's following the Predators.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, it'll still follow a human protagonist.
Damn it.
Did you say their original visit to Earth?
Yeah.
Oh, so like pirate times and stuff like that?
Yeah, I mean, maybe
Actually,
even
longer,
earlier.
further,
Like,
further back than that.
Oh.
yeah.
According to
So
lore.
that is
Crazy.
where they're going to establish humans as a threat, right? So I imagine that's what's going to happen.
Biblical predators.
They're
I like
going
it.
to Come
Yeah,
in,
that's pretty
be
dope.
ready to hunt something, and I want to see one of these older. I want to see a predator make it through more than one movie.
Yeah.
I mean, you think of all the predator movies; they never last.
No.
So let's get a predator figurehead that we can see and move forward with in lore, or maybe they'll have the one from Predator 2 be in that one.
Indeed.
So that Predator in Predator 2 has that little pistol, that flintlock pistol that he gives Danny Glover's character at the end.
Yeah.
I found out there's a comic that goes through why he has that pistol.
Make that.
He showed up and he was fighting with a pirate. And he was trying to find something else and ended up teaming up with this pirate. And at the end, it was kind of like a thank you. Here you go, man. Take this.
Cool.
And the Predator was like, dope. Here, have one of these wristbands that blows up. No, I'm kidding. He didn't do that, but
I think all these sci-fi movies, just take them and just make them a long time ago. I want to see Terminator versus a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Yeah,
like I want to see
for sure.
like weird shit like that.
I
Make
was
it
thinking
happen.
that if it was something like that for predators, that like velociraptors might mess a predator up.
Yeah.
You never know. That would be an interesting
scrappy.
matchup.
They actually say nowadays they think the Velociraptor is more like the size of a chicken. So
That's unfortunate.
Chickens are really mean, man.
Yeah.
They can get you.
But see, they have skeletons that are bigger than that, though, so that would kind of clue it into them not being the size of a chicken. There are probably a lot of dinosaurs out there that at one point in their lives are the size of a chicken. But
Littlefoot.
you get some that get bigger. I don't know. That's just my thought.
maybe not the size of a chicken. Maybe they look like chickens.
Yeah, they had feathers on them for sure. They're
Feathers or
direct
something like that,
descendants from birds.
When is the new Jurassic Park coming out?
Who really cares?
They haven't even announced another one, right?
Oh no, it's done. Like they filmed it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Chris Pratt called it the end game of all Jurassic Park movies, and
Chris.
it has the whole original cast in it.
That's right. I have no idea when that is. They just got the trailer. I thought it was already out and done.
Yeah, me too.
I'm sorry. After Jurassic Park 2, you lost me.
Yeah,
It's Jurassic World Dominion. It comes out 2022.
2022.
Dominion. So you think that's the dinosaurs imposing dominion over the human beings?
I hope
Bum, bum, bum.
so. The dinosaurs have escaped.
All right, let's take a quick break, and then we're going to get into Marvel news because I've got a nice long page full of stuff
A
to
good
talk
old
about.
chunk.
Chunk.
Nice little juicy morsel of Marvel news. We'll get into that right after you hear about MeUndies or whatever the fuck they play. And we're back. Thank you for tuning in to the Alter Ego Podcast. I'm your host, Jack Austin. This is Mr. Mark, the cyborg over here.
Beep boop.
Ryan's finally joined us.
Hola.
Megan, you're still here.
I am.
You said you were leaving early, but
I
here
know.
you are.
Wait, you're leaving early.
Well, I thought I was, but I'm probably going to make it to the end here.
Oh, yeah.
Where the
yeah.
hell do you think you're going?
I got to go sing again.
What?
Yeah.
You have a whole
Sing
second
a little
career
song.
going.
Yes, nobody.
No.
Are they paying
No
you for this?
business like show business. There's no.
See, I thought you got all
business,
dolled up
I
just for the
know.
podcast. Now I
Well,
feel
I
like
mean, I
it's
did
bullshit.
go to work today, so.
Nah, you
I mean,
Wise man once said, never do anything you're good at for free.
That's
Well.
right.
Well,
you're good at something, never do it for free.
I do it for my country.
Wow. Speaking of your country, somebody in it bought a Spider-Man comic for $3.6 million.
Wow.
Somebody has too much money. They know.
Spider-Man Amazing Fantasy 15 sold for $3.6 million.
They know there's reprints, right? Just download the PDF, man.
I told you about the first time I went and it was trying to find a series of comics. It was very exciting. It was our first time doing that. We went to go get Lethal Protector. And I wanted every single one of them. And then I was like, do you guys have Lethal Protector so-and-so? And the guy's like, yeah, sure. I've got this one up here. It's on the wall. It's for $75. I'm like, why the fuck would you assume that I would want the $75 issue of this comic when I've got the rest of them for under $7?
Sir, I'm going to have to ask you to leave.
He did not want to ask me to leave, but he could tell my frustration with him.
He actually left. He just locked the door.
He was like, but yeah, we found it at 3 different places, but that was really awesome. I just thought that was a asinine amount of money to spend on a comic book.
I hope he has some Venom news to talk about coming up.
Me?
I said I hope we have some Venom news.
Oh, we might have some Venom stuff.
Figured we did.
Maybe.
Do you
Possibly.
have Venom stuff on the paper?
You'll
don't think
never
that's
know.
any of your business.
I
You're gonna need to know basis right now.
Spider-Verse 2 is next on the docket, actually.
Yay!
Thank God. Writer Dave Callahan says he started working on Into the Spider-Verse 2 a year before the first film even released.
Jesus.
So now imagine what they must have cooking for that movie.
What are they going to do with a part 2?
I mean, that one is in my personal opinion, close to a perfect movie for Marvel.
Yeah.
Or for Spider-Man or for anybody. That Miles Morales story arc, that whole thing, it's a damn near perfect movie.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how they're going to top that. I'm sure we're going to see Mr. Brock show up in this one.
Yeah.
I have a feeling.
Seems like a safe bet.
You don't go Spider-Man for very long without having either A, Miles Morales, or B, Eddie Brock show up at some point.
In case of emergency, break Venom glass.
yeah.
We got to make a second Spider-Man game. What do we do?
I would love to see that in that animation style, though.
Yeah,
he would
cool.
be true
all tenderly
to,
and cool, like his tongue coming out.
and he would be massive, too.
Yeah.
I just think that would be really interesting.
Yeah.
I love that they've been working on this forever. I hope they keep the Spider-Verse train rolling, but it's hard to top that first one. That's all.
Surprised they're willing to tackle it.
Yeah. Our good friends, Shang-Chi, 2 weeks in a row, baby, at #1 at the box office.
That does not surprise me even in the slightest.
I keep telling people it's a fantastic movie. Go watch it. It's really, really good. If you haven't yet, and hopefully, if you're listening to this one, you haven't been spoiled by the last episode of Shang-Chi. But we gave you fair warning.
It's
but go watch it.
technically the first, and correct me if I'm wrong, it's really the first Marvel movie that's come out without any COVID like blips in time.
I mean, we don't
it
know.
got pushed back.
This movie was supposed to come out last year.
Well, I know that, but like so was Black Widow. So it's like Black Widow was kind of like the.
This was the first full theatrical release.
Yeah. So it's like Black Widow just kept getting pushed and pushed and pushed, and then eventually was released.
Yeah.
For everyone.
All these movies we're
home.
getting now were supposed to come out a year ago. They've been just sitting on a shelf somewhere for a year, and that makes me so upset.
And
this is the first one after the.
For
Black Widow
pandemic releases, this has done the best.
Yeah, I believe it.
And they're saying now that because of that success, Eternals is probably going to follow that blueprint and be a theaters only release.
Ugh, damn it.
I want to sit on my couch.
I'm trying to sit in my drawers and watch Angelina Jolie.
I liked.
Well, okay,
that's a different viewing experience.
Yeah.
I like watching movies at home. I don't mind paying $30 for it.
See, weren't you one that kind of advocated against that from the beginning?
No,
or
that was your husband.
Oh, I thought you were on that train too.
No,
I don't give a shit where I watch it, if I'm being honest.
I was on the train of most movie experiences fucking suck.
Yeah.
To me,
I'm probably more leaning towards being at home anymore.
Huh. I don't dislike being home, but there's just some movies that I'm like, I gotta see.
I will
this one
say
in
the
theater.
Dolby experience is kind of up there.
Yeah.
I mean, Shang-Chi was a good time.
Yeah.
Seeing it in that Dolby theater and the big recliner seats, and it was empty. I just don't want to go back to it not being empty.
Right.
So when it's full again, I'm not going to a Thursday release like I used to. It just ain't happening. I'm not fighting people.
But I got things to do on Thursdays, like record this show.
Like, remember back when...
No, we do it live. We just put the phone in the pocket. We put 4 little lapel mics on, and we just talk our way through the movie.
That's it.
We can telepathically can finally record.
Be the most jumbled, terrible audio anyone's ever heard.
Yeah.
We're just like, oh shit, look at that.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. People listen to this idiot podcast just say, oh shit, 50 times.
We could do
I will not
live
keep my voice
reaction.
down.
Yeah, we could do live reaction podcasts if we watched it at home.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
That'd be kind of fun.
Reactions
Watch
to
this
the
movie with
trailers.
us.
Watch us watch this movie.
Watch us watch this trailer while watching you watch us. Sleep tight.
So we just stare into the barrel of the camera.
Yeah, right. We don't even react. We just look at the camera.
I can't even see the trailer.
So director Chloe Zhao, who directed The Eternals, says that I think this is kind of obvious it's obvious to me at least that Eternals would have a very big impact or a very big effect on the future of the MCU. Now, you're introducing Celestials.
Yeah.
So if a Celestial officially shows up, I mean, yeah, that's huge. So what does that mean? Are they introducing Galactus too?
That's my theory.
You didn't see that flash of him in the trailer?
There's no flash of Galactus in the trailer.
That wasn't Galactus. That was the Judge.
No, there's no Galactus. I would have seen that in the many spoilers I tried to research.
Because he's red. He's not purple.
Yeah.
He looked purple to me.
No, he's red.
Purple with the 6
I
eyes
feel like Galactus is coming in this movie.
In Eternals.
I think he's the big bad in this movie.
Huh.
That'd be
I
interesting.
feel like the Judge is trying to keep everything calm. He's like, don't fuck with anything.
Who do you think
with anything?
Who would be the herald of Galactus then?
Oh.
Who would be the one that shows up to pave the... You think we see Silver Surfer in Eternals?
I would shit my pants in the theater
Me
if
too.
Silver Surfer showed up.
So would I. And I want Lawrence Fishburne to play him again. I thought he did a good job.
Just a collective, oh my God.
Yeah.
Look at the...
Oh.
Oh, jeez. Oh, God.
Oh,
jeez.
no.
Grab the extra napkins.
Call the fire department. This one's out of control. Anybody see What If Episode 6 with Killmonger?
Not yet.
Me neither.
Tonight.
I wanted to just get like a basic, it's really good. It got a better rating than Marvel Zombies, which I think Marvel Zombies got a bad.
Yeah,
I'm
fenced
I'm fenced on the zombie episode.
Yeah,
I wanted more. And I know that,
but that's the whole point. It's like a peak. Like,
Yeah.
wouldn't that be weird?
I know
That's it.
But it's
Yeah.
like, what happened to Hulk?
but see, that's the thing. None of the episodes have gone into really great detail. I want to know what kept going with Thanos in the T'Challa Star-Lord episode.
Yeah.
But they don't show you all that. I wanted to know where Gamora was.
Maybe season 2 will just be like, they'll follow the same episode sequence and it just be a little bit more on episode 1 and then
would be
episode 2.
way cool, dude.
That'd be cool.
You know?
I feel like the last episode is going to be a convergence
Maybe.
of all of this.
We haven't seen Thor yet, and they've been teasing Thor. I wonder if he's next week.
We haven't seen Thor yet?
We have seen
he was
Thor
in
the What If the Avengers Died.
Yeah.
But there's one they show of him in Asgard with a hammer.
Yeah.
I want to see that
Party
one.
Thor. That's Party Thor,
Party Thor.
apparently.
Okay.
That's what the pop is called.
What if that's like? What if Thor never took his job seriously? What if that's it?
So it's just Thor 1 Thor.
So here's. Oh wait, this is different. Kristen Ritter, who played my favorite Jessica Jones. Jessica. She's said she's very open to returning to Jessica Jones. Her quote was,
yes.
"I love Jessica Jones more than anything. If anyone brought it up, I would be the first person to say yes."
She's perfect for it.
We're gonna come back to Kristen Ritter later
Don't
on.
recast the Defenders.
Except for Iron Fist. Iron Fist.
I'm watching Game of Thrones and I saw Finn Jones show up and I'm like, you motherfucker.
Yeah. Finn, I'm sorry. I don't know if the writers that messed you up.
He wasn't bad in that in Game of Thrones. He's not bad in that currently. He's still alive. But what happened? What happened? I need to know what happened.
Finn, they just had him continue to say, "I'm the immortal Iron Fist, protector of Kunlun." He told everybody all the time. It was the only thing he would talk about. I don't know.
Apparently, he refused martial arts training as well. So.
No, stop it. That's got to be not true. There's no way.
There's a legitimate news story that he just went for like 2 weeks and he's just like, I'm not doing it.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Then I'm like, why be Iron Fist? That's why, because there's one crucial fight scene with Wendy. No, not Wendy. What's her name?
Wendy.
His like pseudo girlfriend that has the martial arts.
Oh, the white dragon. I forget her name.
Yeah, I really blocked that show out of my brain.
Yeah,
but she has a really crucial fight scene in one of those episodes, long too, and apparently it was supposed to be his, and they just went, he can't pull this off. She did the full training.
Listen, if I was cast as Iron Fist, Marvel, I would get incense in the house. We'd have all kinds of stuff.
You'd be doing yoga.
Seriously, within 3 months, I'd be doing the 1-inch punch on people at Walmart.
Wow.
You want those King's Hawaiian? Pa! Got them.
Kids walking around in gis.
Yeah.
Everybody's got a black belt around here.
Honey.
You're method acting.
Megan, I'm worried. Why is Jack always wearing kimonos? Because he's fucking Iron Fist.
Yeah, he can
do
what he wants.
That's the only excuse you need. He's Iron Fist.
Yeah. Hey, guys, day one, I will start doing sit-ups. Wow. I'll start doing the Brazilian monkey flips, the hip flex thrusters, whatever you want to call it.
She's going to send you a fake letter from Disney saying that you're cast as the Immortal Iron Fist.
Yeah, well, when she fakes that check that would come from Disney, then something would be up.
That's after the sit-ups, though. So
yeah.
Yes.
All right, she's already got the Thor body she wants, right? So, Andrew Garfield. I have a bone to pick with Andrew Garfield.
It's your boy.
Do. He is my boy. I loved his Spider-Man as much as I like
Tom Holland.
I thought he was great, and I don't know if he's trolling me.
He is.
But I think he is. And if he is, I will stand up in the theater and be like, you son of a bitch, I knew it.
He got me again.
Because he came out and was like, he said earlier, well, 2 things. He said, yeah, we had some interviews about doing a Spider-Man versus the Sinister Six. That was cool. But, life happens. It didn't work. And then he came out and said, I'm really not in the Spider-Man movie, guys. It would be really cool if I was. I want to be, but I'm not going to say anything because I don't want to ruin the excitement. I'm like, you wouldn't say that. You wouldn't say that unless your happy ass is sitting somewhere in that movie.
They're going to be in it. It's just how much.
Yeah.
Is it an after credit scene? Is it the last final fight? Is it the whole movie?
I don't think you have a universe with more than one actual Spider-Man in it. That becomes convoluted. I don't think that's a great idea. Them showing up and then returning to their universes, for sure. Them visited in other instances for side adventures and things of that nature, yes. But a New York City in the MCU where 3 Spider-Men swoop in to handle business, it's just not something that's going to happen. And listeners, I just want you to know, Megan does not care for you. She just ghosted out in the middle of the episode. Nothing to say. Doesn't even care about you, but we do.
She left her iced coffee.
We're here. We care. But anyway, Andrew Garfield, man, I loved it, because especially when he showed up to his own premiere dressed as Spider-Man and nobody knew it was him, and then he lined up to ask a question and took his mask off and was like fully living the Spider-Man life. How do you not want somebody that invested in your character?
Yeah.
If Spider-Man is your hero, Andrew Garfield was a damn good Spider-Man.
I believe in the Spider-Man multiverse. I think it can exist, and I think it can...
Hey, I'm open to suggestion.
Yeah. So, I mean, they are printing money with Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And
they're going to keep doing
Tom Holland, or it's Amazing Spider-Man, or it's Tobey Maguire.
I've said this before, that Spider-Man is the most popular superhero, I think, of all time.
He is. He's the most purchased, merchandised.
Yeah. Superman's up there. Batman's up there. Captain America, Iron Man, Hulk, all those guys. But Spider-Man is number one.
Yep. Didn't you say $3.2 million for Spider-Man comic?
3.6.
3.6.
Yeah, crazy. So then on to the Venom 2. Here's another one. This one was like, you're pissing me off. So they've clearly heard the fans' reaction to the fact that it's a PG-13 movie, and all the fans are going, why Why is this PG-13?
Because they're not going to do it right. That's
Nothing about this says that this movie should be PG-13. So they've come out and said, what'd they say? PG-13, we push the rating to its very limits. Intense sequences of violence and action, strong language, disturbing material, and suggestive references.
Like
and only one F-bomb?
In the wind.
Yeah. Come on, guys.
This is going to be the drippiest softball shit of a movie.
You're softballing carnage, guys. I can't stay on this. I've talked about it too much. My expectations are next to the ground right now. They're that low.
You and I haven't talked about this since the PG-13 was announced, and holy fuck, man.
I just am like, how?
Womp, womp, womp.
Right, that's like, hey, we're going to reboot the Friday the 13th franchise, but it's going to be PG-13.
No, it's going to be on kids' Netflix. It's
right. We're
G7.
We're gonna throw Hannibal Lecter on Nick at Night, and instead of him eating people, he's just eating all the kids' lunches. That's what you're doing to my carnage.
That sounds like real shit that they would make.
Yeah. Somebody in the studio is like, hold on now, wait a minute.
Pull out the dry erase board.
That guy's got a big idea there. That's a $6 idea.
Oh God.
Here's one first of many trends I think we're going to see.
Oh no.
WandaVision has won Marvel Studios its first 3 Emmys.
Oh, that's a good thing. Okay.
That's a good thing.
That's a very good thing.
So it won for narrative half-hour production, narrative production design for any half-hour show. It won sci-fi fantasy costumes, and it won original music for "It Was Agatha All Along."
Oh, good for them.
Which I still love that
for
song. And it was Agatha all along. You know you sang it when I said it. Don't lie. Don't lie. And what was Megan saying about What If? Does she wish she could see more of what?
I don't know. She's not here.
Oh, Marvel Zombies? Well, honey, let me tell you, there's a live-action Marvel Zombies rumored to be in production. So isn't that cool, babe?
Hello?
Babe? I think it sounds awesome.
I wonder how they get turned.
Exactly. I hope they don't do and spoilers for What If, I hope they don't give it the whole quantum reason.
That was a cool
She was in the quantum
explanation.
realm. It was, but why is it spreading? Why does it make her want to eat people?
I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah. I'm literally giving you a nanosecond of it. But
it's always Hank Pym's fault.
And what about I see that, and you guys were like, oh, that Wolverine video game. What about Deadpool? I see Marvel Zombies, and I go, what about Deadpool? He would do so well in that.
But they obviously wouldn't do it in universe because then
right
they'd lose a lot of people. Or they'd have to. If they don't lose a lot of people, then what's the point? There's no consequence to it.
Exactly right. It's hard to make that canon like zombies, especially if you're going to turn a hero into a zombie and keep them that way. That's one of those alternate universe things.
Yeah.
Where
I'm all for that. Just say this out of continuity, different universe.
Yeah. Hey, these are the characters, but in this universe, this is what's going on with them.
What if we just watch Doctor Strange and he just opens up a portal and he's like, ah, it's just Captain America as a zombie.
Oh, God.
Close it, close it, close it.
Yeah. Speaking of Doctor Strange, he was asked about No Way Home being the most ambitious MCU movie out there. And that has been the widespread rumor for quite some time, that movie is the wildest thing the MCU has ever done. And they said, do you think that is going to be the craziest MCU movie? He goes, I think it's the most ambitious superhero movie ever made until Doctor Strange 2 comes out.
That silver-tongued fox.
Boy.
Just push it himself.
He's like, it's
See
good,
what you
but
did
not
there.
as good as mine.
I see what you did there, Benedict. Whoa, hey, yo. That's a good one. That's a good meatball. I think that movie is going to be crazy.
Yeah. I'm all for this stuff being weird.
Yeah.
Make it real weird. That's my thing about the Eternals. Nothing seems weird about that movie.
Really?
Yeah.
I think there's a couple weird things.
I get a very monotone.
You get a very vanilla vibe from it?
Yeah. Just We shall do this. We shall be the protectors. And if we cannot protect, then we shall avenge.
I think it's from us not really knowing too much about them yet to see things to excite us.
That's true.
Like when you're watching that Venom 2 trailer and you see the guy, Toxin's host in there, you go, oh, shit, I know that. Or you see something with a spider, you go, oh, look at that, the spider for Spider-Man. It's really not that grabby, but it's something that we go, oh, I can relate to that. I know why that is. Mm-hmm. And the only thing they do in Eternals or in the trailer was say, oh, well, Thanos wiped out half the population and people brought them back. And we're kind of like, well, we know.
Yeah.
And then, the divergence is going to start, and we're worried about
the deviants. Which just
and we can't fight. We can't fight unless deviants are involved. And everybody goes, oh, okay. Well, we don't care because we don't know what deviants are.
Yeah.
So that movie is going to struggle more than even, say, Shang-Chi.
Oh, for sure. Because maybe we will care by the end of it.
Yeah. But there's so many moving parts to that compared to... I just put that for most recently for Shang-Chi. I don't dare put it up next to Black Widow because everybody knows Black Widow at that point.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, people saw that and instantly got excited, myself included, because I was like, here we go. It's another solo Avenger movie. I'm in. I want to see it.
I mean, they definitely backed up the dump truck full of money to cast this movie for sure.
Eternals?
Yeah, Eternals.
Yeah. I mean, they've got Jon Snow. What's his real name?
Guy from Game of Thrones.
Kit Harington.
There we go.
Kit Harington. And they have Rob Stark. I can't remember his name either, but he's a really talented actor.
Other dude, too. And
Selma Hayek.
Yep.
I mean,
Angelina Jolie.
Yeah.
And I ain't going to lie, Selma Hayek was looking rough in that movie. I was like, yeah, I'm watching. I was like, is that Selma Hayek?
Yeah.
She's like 8,000 years old. What do you want?
I don't know about...
She's a Celestial.
I don't know about looking rough, but she's an Eternal, not a Celestial.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I misspoke. Yeah.
Anyway.
I don't think so.
I'm excited to see that one. But the most exciting news that happened this week is starring my favorite Avenger, Mr. Hawkeye.
Batman.
His trailer finally dropped.
What a weird trailer. I loved it.
But it was so good.
Like, who thought this was going to be a Christmas show?
I didn't think it was going to be Christmas like most wonderful time of the year. I was definitely like, wait, what?
That threw me off.
But I'm so in for it.
Did you watch this, Ryan?
No.
He was there when I showed it to people, but he has not watched it.
I really don't. Like I said, I really don't care to watch trailers. I feel like you get too much out of them.
Gotcha.
I can agree with that.
Be surprised.
My nephew feels the same way. He won't watch a single trailer, period. But I do.
I can't help. I decide I'm not going to, and then I can't help myself.
Yeah.
Like when they get to like final trailers, like 2 weeks before the movie comes out, that's usually when I go, I'm not watching this. Because they usually give away a super big plot point to try and get you into the theaters at that.
Yeah.
I'll watch the first one, maybe like the teaser and maybe the first trailer, but once they get to 5, 6, 7 trailers, I'm like, I'm going to see the whole movie by the time I watch all these.
I'll watch them all, baby.
I know. 17 times in a row.
And I want to read about them.
From time to time, like movies, trailers like the Eternals. Like at first I wasn't like, I don't think I really care about this movie.
Mm-hmm.
And then I saw the trailer and I was like, okay, it's a little interesting. I'm kind of wondering what they had to do with all of this. So let's check it out.
For which property was that?
The Eternals.
Oh, nice.
And then it also has Angelina Jolie and Salma Hayek in it, so
Saw them headlines.
Yeah.
I know what motivates Ryan here.
Hot broads.
That's right.
Oh, I thought it was quality acting.
Yeah. Oh boy. So the Hawkeye trailer features Kate Bishop. We finally get a look at Kate Bishop.
That's a good introduction.
Everybody thought it was going to be his daughter because he calls her Hawkeye in Endgame.
Yeah.
Good shot, Hawkeye. And I was like, they look similar, but there's no way.
I thought they were going to do like a weird amalgamation of the two characters.
Yeah.
Like, it's kind of Kate Bishop, but it is his daughter, so characteristics are different.
So this one is actually Kate Bishop.
I like it.
And there's another group of characters that have been introduced aside from, obviously Clint Barton and Kate Bishop, but the Ronin character is returning.
Mm-hmm.
They don't say to what regard, but that's interesting.
I thought that was her dressed up as Ronin.
You never know. You never
I guess
know.
I made an assumption.
Maya Lopez / Echo. I don't know who Echo is.
Sounds like an X-Men character.
Yeah. Eleanor Bishop, who is obviously Kate Bishop's relative in some regard, probably her mom. And my favorite is the tracksuit Draculas, a.k.a. the Russian mob.
Tracksuit Draculas.
If you guys call them the Russian mob and not the tracksuit Draculas,
oh my God,
I will take issue with that.
Yeah.
I will not be pleasant to be around Marvel if you don't do that.
If we ever start a bowling league, that's our team name.
Tracksuit Draculas, baby.
Oh, man.
And Lucky
softball team together.
Lucky the pizza dog is in it. Finally, Clint Barton's dog. So the reason I'm a big fan of Hawkeye and I love him so much is because obviously I've said this on the show before. He has much more to risk than anyone else showing up to fight.
Yeah, he's just a dude.
He's just a guy.
He's good at arrows.
Yeah, he's good. He's really got great aim. That's what he's got going
good
for.
eyes. He's got real good eyes.
And I think they're finally going to illuminate and talk about the fact that Hawkeye is deaf, and that Hawkeye is human. I think they don't really ever show him being beat up or any of the other characters taking damage and having to suffer through that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, you see Thor, he'll fly through a building and off he goes, he's fine.
Mm-hmm.
But Hawkeye, he takes a punch to the jaw and he's going to continue to feel that.
Yeah, he's
and
limping,
bruise up.
he's bruised.
And that's what I think we're going to see. Yeah. And that's my favorite Hawkeye, because the more damaged and bruised he typically gets, the more wild the, risks he'll take or, what have you.
We're just working old man Hawkeye. All the way through.
Uh-huh. And Hawkeye has been a guy to break the rules and play both sides of the line. I hope they show that too.
He's a secret agent.
Exactly. And in, the first Avengers, I was kind of miffed that he was the brainwashed guy.
Yeah, right out of the gate, okay.
Yeah, I was like, man, I really would have liked to have met that character and know a little bit more about him. Then, hey, you got a suit, then suit up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Jeremy Renner, I think, has done a fantastic job with that character.
I mean, come on. Yeah.
I mean, now they've shown so much more of his human side, like Ultron, especially in Ultron. He's like, poor little bastard. Nobody saw it coming. He got the arrow right in the...
I will say, in Avengers 1, I was like, all right, Hawkeye, you're obviously going to be the first one to die.
Yeah.
And then 2 came out, and when they were kind of telegraphing that he was going to die, I'm like, come on, don't be Hawkeye. Don't be Hawkeye. Don't die. Don't die.
Yeah.
So it really turned me around real fast.
Yeah.
Because the movie Hawkeye did not match the comic book Hawkeye at first, in that first appearance.
Yeah, I completely agree. I mean, the comedy, he didn't really get a chance to be that guy in Avengers 1.
He's just a guy in a leather suit.
Right. And in Avengers 2, he's talking shit to Tony Stark. He's, you know what I mean? Tell him, no, I'm going to live forever so I can annoy the hell out of you.
I'm just a guy with some arrows.
Yeah. And then we send him, into the pitch black in Avengers Endgame and Infinity War, where he's like, I'm the worst with the worst. Now he's got his family back. Now I think this is where we're going to finally see a true blue Hawkeye.
Yeah. And he earned it.
So, you guys don't like spoilers. And I don't know if this is necessarily a spoiler.
Don't you do it.
Not going to do it. It's a Reddit rumor of who the villain is going to be for the Hawkeye series.
Okay.
Do you want to hear it or do you not want to hear it?
I'll stay on board.
Okay.
You want to plug your ears, Ryan?
I'm gonna have. He's taking the headset off. He's gonna walk away. This will be your warning. You know what? We'll even play the music out for this. I'm gonna turn it up just a little bit.
I think the podcast is over.
It is. I'm just kidding. We've got more to talk about. No, we don't. But the Reddit rumor of this bad guy. Here is your spoiler alert warning.
Possible spoiler
3,
alert.
2, 1. Is Vincent D'Onofrio as Kingpin? I mean, come on. Would that not be cool?
There were pictures from a Marvel set that looked just like his apartment.
Yeah. So Ryan's back, so we're not going to talk about it anymore. But if that comes true, that opens up so many doors.
I mean, to see Magneto in the MCU,
to see Squirrel Girl finally realize.
Chance.
Yes.
They could have done it in WandaVision, but no.
Squirrel Girl?
No, what? Magneto.
Oh yeah.
Imagine Magneto versus Hawkeye.
Imagine Magneto versus almost all the Avengers.
Yeah.
It's an unfair fight.
Yeah, it's unfair in Magneto's side. I think Magneto dominates that fight.
Oh, yeah.
You watch the pixelated Magneto versus the Avengers. Go on YouTube.
What?
I'm doing you a solid. And go look up pixelated Avengers versus Magneto. It is pretty fantastic.
I know Tony's definitely out. You can't fight him.
Tony's out. What is
Wait,
Thor
why?
going to do? Throw a metal hammer at him?
It's made out of Asgardian stuff.
Metal. Being the key
Captain
ingredient.
America's shield and wings.
metal.
Bucky Barnes'
But
arm.
We don't know. Hey, we don't know if vibranium is magnetic though.
Oh, we don't find out.
Yeah,
All
we do.
metals are magnetic.
We do know that.
They say it is a metal.
Yeah,
But all metals are not magnetic.
that's true.
It could be aluminum.
But they don't say that Magneto is a magnet. That's just his name, his moniker. He is able to control metal. That's what he can do. So not whether it's magnetic or not.
He about to fuck some shit up then.
Tune in next week to find out which heroes are magnetic here on the Alter Ego Podcast.
Hulk ripped some limb from limb.
I have been Jack Austin with the Cyborg, Mr. Mark, and Ryan, and no Megan. But we will see you guys next week. Thanks for hanging out with us. Catch you on the flip side.
Bye, Felicia.
Megan is singing the Canadian national anthem tonight.
Oh, Canada.